What's up, everybody? It's your boy Manny Fresh in the house. I'm chilling with my boys Ash the Hitman Vega, KF motherfucking T, and Jump motherfucking Steady's in the house, y'all.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. Check it out, man. This is Talks Hit. If you didn't know, now you know. In today's episode, we're gonna break down our top 10 favorite movies.
That's right.
And this was hard. I had to get with Jump Steady about this, and so I'm like, okay, so let me get this straight. If I'm on a stranded on an island, and
Mm-hmm.
supposedly magically I have a TV and a DVD player, and I only got 10 movies to watch until whenever I get rescued or whatever. But these are only 10 movies that I can take with me. These are the 10 that I'm gonna have with me that I can watch. And he was like, pretty much. So
You know
I was
what?
like,
Though? I would say VCR, an old block TV.
oh,
right.
yeah, VCR. Okay, let's say VCR DVD combo coming on. There we go.
All right, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Now I wanna talk about like what makes a great movie for you, right? Because a lot of the movies I got on my list are old school, and some of them I wouldn't even try to push on anybody because I'm like, man, this is like special to me. It's nostalgic. It's what I grew up on. It's what I loved. You know what I mean? But I realize maybe some of these movies might not hold up over time. And the other thing about it is that what you were saying, Manny, about the replayability. Like every movie on my top 10, 100%, I will watch it over and over and
Right.
like
Right.
when you look at the highest grossing film of all time, Avatar, okay?
Yeah.
That's not on my not only is that not on my top 10, it's not even on my top 100 because I
Wow.
would not watch it. I would not watch it again. I watched it
Yeah.
the one time. I thought it was a great movie. No interest to watch it ever again. That's just me personally.
You know what's
Okay.
fucked
Yeah.
up? You know
I
what's
felt the
fucked up?
same.
You know what's
Yeah.
fucked up though?
It's not your top 10.
It
He
was
said,
gonna
"Hey,
be. It was gonna be.
Look,
It took a
hey,
lot for me to take it out, bro.
look, man, one person's junk is another person's treasure. It is a great film. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. It's just I wouldn't watch it again. Like I'm good that one time. I'm like, I've seen it, I'm done. You know what I mean? So
Hell
anyway,
yeah.
so to me, that's also what makes a great film is the replayability. Like you never get tired of it. You can watch it over and over and over again, and it's
yeah,
still a banger every time you sit down and watch it. Also wanted to say that it was really hard for me to do a top 10 like
Fuck yeah, me
because
too.
I already got a top 100 list. I just did for my own personals.
damn,
And that top 30 are all bangers. They're all solid. They're all 10 out of 10. Like 30 and up is just straight gold to me. And it's really hard to pick one over the other. You know what I mean? Because they're all so important in my life. And I'm huge in the movies, like huge. I consider it an art form. It
Okay.
is 100% an art form. And I see the beauty in it, man. All the creativity, the acting, the directing, everything that goes into the film, the set design, the music, it's all layers, to create this like super entertainment that for a few dollars, right? And so a lot of times for free, we can watch this movie that costs hundreds of millions sometimes to create. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Right.
yeah,
such a benefit. We can sit down there and watch the end result of all this creativeness, all this money to create this masterpiece, and we can sit back and watch it in the comfort of our home many times for free, man. I'll never take that for granted. I love movies, and I love talking about movies.
Yeah, me
So this
too.
is a good topic tonight.
You just explained it exactly how I watch a film.
Yeah, yeah, it's true,
You
man.
just explained it exactly that way. That's exactly how I watch films. Like, no
Right, no
joke.
doubt. Hell yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm not just there for the hype of the movie or whatever. I'm paying attention to everything from
Oh
music,
yeah,
characters, storyline, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah, definitely,
and
man.
when it all comes together, you see the chemistry on the screen. You see like the superb acting with the superb script. So the lines in the film, like the greatest films, man. You know the lines by heart. Like you've seen them so many times. You're just waiting for those lines to pop off. So it's everything, man. It's everything all together. If you will, the ingredients of the soup, to create this like master meal, and you just sit down and consume it, and love it.
Straight.
It's
So,
that it's that shit where you've seen it so many times, and every time you see it, you think to yourself like, how the fuck did they come up with this shit? Who wrote
Right.
that? Who wrote
Yeah.
that shit? Because that is just
Right.
like, you know what I mean? Like that's top level
Yeah.
shit right there. But
And then a lot of movies fall short because they had a wonderful script, but the cast was whack, or the director was whack, or even the music was whack. Like it just fell short on some aspect of it, which kept it from being a great movie. Because a lot of times you watch a movie and you're like, man, it's almost there. It's so close to being a great film or a good film, but it just fell short. And that's why when you have a film that just comes all together, man, firing on all cylinders, literally lightning in a bottle, right? And it's captured for all the time, and you pass on those classics to your children, and your children pass them on to their children. Certain movies, now not every movie on my list, I don't know if they all hold up to the test of time, but a lot of movies do. They hold up to the test of time. Like one movie I want to bring up, it's actually my number 11, Wizard of Oz, right? Like that movie, I passed on to my kids, my daughter, she passed on to her kids, you know what I mean? And it just keeps going. It's just such a classic, it never gets old,
Definitely.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
it's like that shit. You get your homeboys over and you love this movie and they could give a shit less, but you pop it on and you're like, watch this shit. Watch.
Right.
What he tells him. Watch what he tells him and what he does. And they're just sitting there like, fuck.
The fuck is this?
Hey,
You're like, did you hear that shit? That was dope.
there's nothing worse than when you're trying to share a movie and somebody's not paying attention or not really
Right,
feeling it
right.
like you do, man. I
Oh
hate
my
that.
God.
And you're at the edge of the seat on the couch watching this, but you've seen it a million times, right?
And they on their
They're on their
phone, like
phone
not
and
even
shit.
paying attention. Like you're like, oh man, you see that? Let me rewind that for you real quick. Let me just show you that again, man. You gotta.
Funny. But yeah. Hey, before we get
Hey,
started, though,
I'm gonna tell you real quick. I'm gonna tell you, man, and I'll get to the story later. My number one pick, I broke up. There was a girl I was kicking it with, and I actually broke up with her because she would not stop talking during this film, man. And I said, man, we're
Yeah.
done. I told her, man, I'm a dead ass. It was when I was in the army, and I said, nah, man, let's just call it a night. She's like, what I do? I was like, you're talking during the whole film. You could care less about this film. And I'm like, this film, you don't understand, is so important to me. If you're not feeling this film, we're too far removed. Like our personality is too fucking far removed for this to actually have a chance of working. That was it.
Yeah.
I broke up with her then and there over that fucking film. True story.
I did that over a video game. It was when Street Fighter 3 came out,
That's right.
and I was like, Street Fighter 3, and they were like, it's me or them. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. When the coin machine putting in my dollars, ready to try out Street Fighter 3 for the first time, and that was it. That was the end of that one.
damn.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! Go get your fucking shine box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What?
Oh shit!
All right,
so go ahead and
so
answer it. You had a question.
Yeah, before we start, I have a question off the movie subject. It's just something that I noticed today, and like I told you, I don't know if you guys meant to, or I don't know if you guys even ever brought it up, or maybe I'm just completely wrong. But on the cover of Chaos Theory, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that the Wraith in the
No.
yellow hoodie? Because he's doing the hands and everything.
No, that's not the raid.
All right, I was all like, what the fuck?
That
Watch, go back.
Set you up from the beginning.
Huh?
Yeah,
Exactly.
like it was a pre what do you call it, Easter egg, what was gonna come or whatever.
Yeah, like I
that's
was
what
like,
you-
maybe it was.
No, it wasn't meant to be, man. No.
Well,
Hey,
look at the cover, though, 'cause it's got that-
there's some other dope trivia though that Ash figured out too from last show.
What was it?
Okay.
Remember about the anniversary?
Oh yeah. After you were on, we didn't even know, but like I think it was like a couple weeks later, it was the 20th anniversary of the Chaos Theory.
Oh
that shit
shit.
was
Okay.
fresh. Yeah, fuck it.
Right. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Cool,
hell yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
20
You
years,
brought
shit.
that up.
Sorry,
Huh?
okay.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Fucking
Yeah,
go ahead, Manny. Start this shit
All
up.
right. All right, here we go. Now we also got a chance to do some honorable mentions. Okay.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah.
So check it out. I'm gonna start out with my honorable mentions. All right.
These are basically the ones that just missed the cut.
Yes,
Kind of
yes.
some movies that just missed the cut, but you're like, man, they're such bangers, you know. Just so, yeah, we're not gonna really talk about them, but we're gonna like rattle
Yeah.
off what they
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
right?
just
Okay,
go
go
ahead.
Yeah. So the first one I got is Eddie Murphy, Delirious.
Fuck yeah.
Oh shit. Okay,
Fuck
you're counting the comedy specials in this piece.
Yeah, man.
That's
Oh,
not a movie, Manny.
I thought it was just like straight like
It's not a
movie,
movie.
like a written script. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
that kind of
yeah,
like you
no,
know,
man.
acting and stuff.
Okay, so all right, so that brings me to my number 2, Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was some funny shit. That was some funny shit. How am I
Oh, yeah.
driving? Hey, I think you're parked, dude. All right.
That's right.
And number 3 is my last one, honorable mention, The Fucking Warriors.
Oh,
Warriors
damn.
didn't make the cut, man.
That's a good one.
Didn't make the cut.
Man.
It's number
Okay,
11,
man.
but it didn't make the cut. You know what I'm saying?
All
It was
right.
close, but no cigar. With
Yeah.
that being said, I'm gonna start this joint off right here. My number 10 is none other than the original Lion King.
All right. Fuck yeah. Good shit.
Oh, Disney flick. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I had to go animation. It was something that's got a little bit of everything in it, man. You know, you got music in it. You got your characters that are none other, you know what I'm saying? Mufasa. Then you got fucking, you know what I'm saying? Scar. Hell yeah, you got Scar. You know what I'm saying? The hyenas.
Hyenas.
You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, it had a little bit of everything, and I'm just like, if I'm stuck on this island, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, I want to be able to keep some of that kidness in me, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Fuck
know,
yeah, man.
Oh, Manny, wasn't one of the hyenas Cheech?
Yeah.
It's like Cheech,
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg,
So
and
you
somebody
you
else.
know it. Yeah. So what are you guys' thoughts?
Dude, no, that movie.
I'm with it, man.
Remember it. I
I'm
just
with it.
remember watching it a lot when I was little.
I'm all about Disney flicks, man. I watch
God.
them all. Like I play like when I'm cleaning my house and shit, I'll just put on the Disney songs in the background, you know, where they just
Yeah.
randomly come up with Disney songs and shit.
Yeah.
My favorite would be Tangled, though. That's my all-time favorite. I just love that movie. But I feel you on The Lion King. That's a classic, man.
You know
That's a
what,
great
Manny?
one.
I took my daughter to Disney on Ice like a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
I was kind of like, you know, I understand how the magic works now, so it ain't shit as much as it would have been, right? And then when they did the Lion King and the music hit and the characters came out, man, I was on goosebumps. I had a fucking tear coming down my eye. I was like, this is beautiful.
That's right.
That's
I was
the
like,
shit.
this
Oh,
is
yeah.
shit right here.
Exactly,
Yeah.
man.
Right?
Exactly.
So Lion
You know,
King is
man.
top shit.
Fucking when
no,
Mufasa
dude.
gets fucking trampled and shit, that's
Yeah,
some fucking
no.
tear-jerking shit. All right, so
Definitely.
here it goes. I'm gonna pass it off to my boy KFT.
All right, so one of my things about me is kind of like what Jumpsteady was saying in the beginning. I do judge movies for what I'm looking for. Of course, there's those movies that are like fucking masterpieces, right? Whatever, but my number 10 would be The Incredible Hulk. And that one to me, I don't know what it is about that damn movie. But first of all, my favorite actor of all time is Edward Norton. I think that dude, you can give that guy any role and he kills it.
All right.
I think Edward Norton is top level shit, man.
I know
And
that shit.
having him as the Hulk to me was already on point. But I don't know, man. To me, I feel that movie on every angle. Everything that's happening in that movie from the beginning when he's hiding in Brazil, it's
Mhm.
even got Gracie in it. You know what I mean? Every time he forms, there's that one scene where they pull those wave tanks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're like knocking him back. And then when he sees that they're hurting his girl, that's when he's like, fuck this shit. I gotta wipe this motherfucker out. And he drops that elbow. To me, that movie, man, I could rewatch that movie over and over. If it's on TV and I walk by, my ass is sitting down and I'm finishing that bitch. Do you know what I mean?
that movie can't. When did that movie come out? Was that like 2000 or something? That's an old-
2007, 8,
Yeah, 8.
Oh, okay. All right.
2008
That
around.
was like that was almost like the beginning of the whole Marvel kind of like
Yeah.
when they start popping out the Marvel movies left and right. That was like at the very beginning of it, right?
I believe
Yeah,
that was number
that-
2.
That was number 2 because
Yeah.
number 1 had the different dude in there. The dude that talks like sideways. He was in Black Hawk Down.
David Banner.
He like chew sideways and shit. I can't remember his name. But
Oh, and the first Hulk?
Yeah, David
Huh?
Banner, right?
Are you talking first Hulk or first
yeah,
Avenger?
the very first Hulk.
Oh, well, the first one, they're separate
Huh.
movies. It's not canon.
Yeah, it sucked. You know what
Hold
I'm saying?
It didn't suck, Manny. It didn't suck.
It didn't remember the picture?
sucked. That's why they got rid of him for number 2, and they brought in fucking Edward Norton, Mr. fucking American History X, motherfucker.
Yo, was that your number 10 or is that just one that didn't make it?
That's my number 10.
No, that's his number
Yeah.
10.
My
He
number
hasn't
10.
done
So-
his honorable
so-
mention yet.
Yeah, so the Incredible Hulk movie, I only watched it one time. Okay, then it hit me like it hit you. But I'm gonna tell you that I did enjoy, like, I just remember in that movie, the more damage he took, the more crazy mad he got, the more
Yeah.
powerful he became. It was like his rage was just fueling everything. And it was like the tanks were hitting him and just all the shit hitting him, and he's just getting bigger and badder. And it's like, he can't be stopped. Like, don't even fucking try to fuck with him or try to stop him. And they had him in a facility, right? They had him captured at first or some
Yeah.
shit. Didn't he break out? Am I thinking of
think-
the right movie?
That's the first one. The one you're thinking of
That's
is
the first one.
That's the first
Okay,
one.
Yeah,
got you.
number
Yeah.
2 is where they had those the sound wave projectors
Yeah.
on the Humvees, and they
Oh,
were fucking
okay.
them with the sound waves. And,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Then he ended up fucking jumping and throwing that thing and breaking one of them, and
Right.
Hell no, he dropped that Macho Man elbow on that shit.
yeah.
Remember when that fool walks up to him and he fucking boots him into the tree?
Yeah,
It
fuck
boots
yeah.
him into the tree. He's
Yeah, he
like,
boots his ass into the tree.
"Yeah."
I'm telling you, man, I love that fucking movie, man. The action in it, everything in that, the actors, I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I was just gonna say
Yeah, I
that.
can see that, bro. I can see that.
What was your other ones?
Honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks to say them because I feel like I'm
I know, me too.
being. I gotta go with
Disrespectful.
Godzilla.
Like, I
Godzilla.
mean, you gotta think of all the movies that we've watched in our lives, like thousands.
yeah,
If-
definitely,
If
man.
they're in 11 to 20, like that's where they're at. They're still like prizes to you, right? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
hell
These
yeah,
are
hell
all
yeah.
top-notch movies.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give out 3 because it hurts my feelings to say the rest.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna do Godzilla. I'm gonna do Aliens. T2.
Oh man, yeah. Oh,
man.
yeah. Fucking
Home Alone.
Aliens, man. That's a fucking great film, man.
Fuck,
And
yeah.
Terminator 2. Those
Yep.
are fucking
Yeah.
bangers. Right
See, the
there.
other ones, I don't even want to say the other ones because it
Yeah.
hurts.
But Godzilla, bro, come on, bro. Come
What,
on.
You
You
saying
don't
it's no good?
Fucking Gaiga.
Oh no, Manny.
You're a fucking big man and you don't like Godzilla, bro?
Bro, fuck no. Not the one with Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
His day off and shit. They fucking laid eggs in the fucking Madison Square
Hey,
Garden.
I'm
shit.
about to switch number 9 for Godzilla. I'm about to do it so we can get into this.
All right. Who's next, bro? Who you passing it to?
We got
All
Jump
right,
in the house with number 10. Let's go.
All right, so before I get into my number 10, I'm gonna give up a few of my honorable mentions. Man, I wish I could talk about these and elaborate why, but
Yeah.
we'll just gloss over it. Transformers the movie, the animated one from
Yes.
1986. If
Fuck
you haven't
yeah.
seen this movie, write it fucking down. The Count of Monte Cristo from 2002. Fucking great
Yep.
movie, great lines, lightning in a bottle, the whole fucking package.
Nice.
Shawshank Redemption,
Yeah.
fucking another
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan,
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Hamilton,
Yeah.
Hamilton, the fucking play. I'm counting that.
That
Ma- Man on Fire with Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
haven't watched this fucking film, write it down, from 2004.
That's a movie.
Yes.
Fucking great film. And then one more. No, two more. Fucking RRR. It's on Netflix. It's a
I've never
Bollywood movie.
I know
Yeah,
what it is,
Hollywood
never
movie.
seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
I
RRR.
wish I could.
Yeah, you told me that's a
I wanted so much to put it in my top 10. Please watch that film. It's so much fucking fun. It's a great film, and it's about pretty much about a bromance. It's just a great fucking film.
All right, Goose.
All right, and then another war film. If you haven't seen it, write it down. 1917.
Oh,
Yes.
Great
yeah.
fucking
I like
film.
that one.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely, man. Definitely, man. If you
All
got a
right.
chance to be in the movie tent, in the Juggalo movie tent, 2 years ago, it was on Jump Steady's day, man. He had that playing, man. And a lot of cats love that movie, man. That's a great film. Great film. I give you props on that.
I'm gonna say this about the film too. Like the entire film, it's a little bit of illusion, but they created it where it looks like it's one continuous shot, like this camera
Yeah.
just following
Nice.
in real time, like it's a war film in real time, and the camera's just floating all around the actors as everything is unfolding. It's phenomenal, man. It's wig flip. If you get a chance, watch it with the surround sound or in a
Oh, yeah.
theater. It's even better. All right.
Hell yeah. Hell
My
yeah.
number 10
Uh-oh.
is a movie that I'm sure is actually, I'd be surprised if any of my movies are on your guys' list, honestly. Like I really would be surprised. Like I'm waiting. See if there's any crossovers. But my number 10 movie, I fucking love it, man. Like I've watched this movie dozens and dozens of times. It never gets old to me. I love the writing in this film. I love everything about it, and it's a Heath Ledger film. It's pretty much the film that put him on the map, and it's called A Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Yes.
guys ever watched it. Yeah, it's
Fuck
like
yeah.
a medieval. Yeah, it's a medieval action comedy, and basically they kind of took the old. He's basically a joust. You know, he's a peasant that's imitating a knight, and he's working his way up through the jousting circuit because he's an awesome sword fighter, awesome jouster, and he's kind of making his way up. It's kind of like a scam they're pulling to like get money, you know, to support themselves and get rich. But then it ends up being like a romance that fucking works, and it's hilarious. There's so many great lines, and like there's this overarching message to rise above your stature. Like his father always said, you can reach for the stars, son. You could be anything you want in this world. You just got to
Yep.
believe, you know.
Yeah.
And man, are there great fucking lines in this film. At one point, they find out, and there's gonna be some spoilers in this. If you haven't seen it by now, fuck y'all, because it's like, this movie came out 2001.
Yeah, watch that.
So
shit.
I'm not holding back the spoilers. So in the film, he gets found out. They find out he's not a true knight, right? Because somebody rats him out. They overheard some conversations being had. So they're about to arrest him, about to take him to the stocks, and they're gonna fucking kill him. And one by one, he asks each one of his friends, "What would you have me do?" And each one is like, "Run, William. You gotta run. You gotta get out of here. They're gonna kill you."
Mhm.
And after he hears each one of them talk, he says, he looks back at me. He's like, "I will not run. I'm a knight." You know what I'm saying? He's like, the hell with it. You know what I mean? I will face my fate. Like he just throws it all away for honor. You know what I mean? He's not gonna run like a little bitch. He's gonna face it head on. So then they put him in the stocks, and he's basically, he's in the stocks. They got the thing that goes over your neck, and they start throwing the rocks at him and everything. And his friends all get in front of him to try to protect him, and they're getting pelted by rocks. And then this character in the film, the Prince of Wales, he comes walking up. He halts the crowd. He reveals he's the Prince of Wales, like the future king. And they already had some interaction earlier in the film. And he leans down to him and he said, "If I knew nothing else about you, the love your friends have for you would have been enough." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
He says, "Release them," and that's just so deep to me. I'm like, yes. When that part happens in the film, you got fucking goosebumps. You're like, oh, that's so fucking dope. You know what I mean? And he releases them out and he turns them into a knight so he can continue on with, fighting in the arena. And but yeah, anyway, that's the Heath Ledger movie. Another classic. A lot. You have been weighed, measured, and found wanting. There's so many great
Yeah.
lines in that film. They come
yeah.
up and you're just like, oh man, this is fucking gold right here. Anyway, I watched it over and over. The first time I watched it, I wouldn't even say it might not have blown me away, but this is a movie when it ends, you don't want it to end. Every time I watch this film over and over again, when it comes down and the movie's finally over, there's always this yearning in your heart that this story can continue on. These characters could continue on. It's so sad they never made a part 2 to it or anything. It's just the one story. But man,
And
what a
the
wonderful film.
Damn, that's
The
a
lead chick was beautiful, man.
The what?
The lead woman, the lead actress.
Oh yeah. Oh
she
yeah,
was
for sure.
smoking.
The first time
Yeah.
I saw that movie, before I hadn't seen any movies with Heath Ledger, and I became like obsessed when they announced he was gonna be the Joker. So
yeah.
I was
for
like,
sure.
what the fuck? Who's that? So I look him up. So what I did is I went straight down. I rented Heath Ledger movies. Right? That's how ridiculous I got with this shit. And first one I popped in was 10 Things I Hate About You, and I was like, how the fuck is that the Joker?
right.
Yeah.
Who looks at that
Yeah.
guy and says that's
I mean,
the
he
Joker? Right?
was like a teenager. He was like a teenager then.
And
when
then
they
like
did
I
that.
watched more
He was
movies with
young.
him, but I was like, I still wasn't. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know how they're gonna do the Joker. But either way, I ended up. That's the first time I ever saw that movie, which was way after it came out, But
Yeah.
I like that movie. That's a dope ass movie, man. That's a good movie.
Hell yeah, good shit, man. I've never.
What are your
watched
thoughts,
it.
Ash?
I never watched it.
Oh man,
See,
look,
go.
write it
Hey,
down.
are you serious?
No, I know
Write
what
that
you
shit
mean.
down. Look,
What
it's a
planet
great
you
movie.
living on, bro?
It's a great movie to watch with your kids too. I'm telling you, like to
Yeah.
watch with your family. Like it's a good family flick. You know what I mean?
All right.
It's mad fun. It's just a fun fucking movie, man.
You know
You'll
what
love
though too? Now that we've seen Heath Ledger killing it as the Joker, it just makes the movie even better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that motherfucker's down. That motherfucker's dope.
All right.
But I had to put it on here just because how much I've always enjoyed it, man. I fucking love
weird.
that
Yeah.
film.
I didn't.
And,
Think,
and I totally get it if you're like, man, I can't see that in your top 10.
yeah, I was just
But
gonna say that.
I have to give it up, man, because
Crazy.
every time I watch this film, it never gets old. It never
Check it out.
loses anything. I can watch it over and over again. It's just as dope as the first time I've seen it. So that's why I
I'm
love
telling you, that's exactly how I feel about the fucking Hulk, the Incredible
it. Right.
Hulk.
That's
That's
what
how
I'm
I
saying.
feel
It
about
don't,
it.
Damn.
it don't lose nothing. It never
Man.
gets
When
played
Bruce
out.
Banner is
So much.
suffering, I'm all about it. I'm like, fuck.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
You know what? That's crazy, man.
All he wants to do is be with Betty, but he can't do it because they're fucking hunting him down. And if they piss him off, he
Yeah.
fucks the whole city up. Like, fuck.
I also want to say this movie came out in 2001, A Knight's
Yeah.
Tale. Every other movie on my list is before that, so I don't got all my
Oh,
top
shit.
10 are like old school fucking
Holy
movies.
shit.
Okay.
All right.
All right, man. Well,
All
Mike-
right, who you passing it off to, Jump? I guess there's only one guy left.
Oh, Ash. Yeah, Ash.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Let me do my honorable mentions first, man. Like KFT said, I feel like a disgrace making them this. I'm like, fuck, because check out my first one, bro. Godfather. You know,
Oh shit. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
bro. Walk the Line.
Okay, yeah. Johnny
Um,
Cash, Man in Black,
Super Bad.
Super Bad.
Yeah, and Step Brothers.
Oh, okay.
And this one, Army of
Okay.
Darkness, bro. Army of Darkness. Like, fuck.
Oh yeah.
You didn't put
fucking
Army of
great.
Darkness in your
Oh,
shit?
no, dude. No, I didn't, bro.
You
Try
don't
to
you,
do
you
that.
like that? You like that better than Evil Dead 2? Like you like Army of Darkness better?
I do, bro. I do.
'Cause
Oh, okay, all right.
He's,
that's new.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, Jim Steady. He's more of
Yeah.
to that side than the horror.
Yeah, I don't
And
like.
you know how
yeah,
Darkness
I-
changed
I
the
get
game?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, I ain't
Well,
got no
yeah,
horror
I'm
movies
into
on.
horrors too. You know what I'm saying?
Of course you are, Manny.
Yeah, of course. Or did he say horror? Horror.
Oh, all right. I get him.
Oh, my bad. Shit.
Both.
All right, here we go. Go
All
ahead.
right. So, but my number 10, man. I don't know why I've always been how do you say that shit? Fascinated, bro, with movies that have to do with cocaine. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Like cocaine is just like to me. I
Blow?
yeah. How'd you know? You know,
Come on,
Blow.
man. Look. I want to tell you. I hate to jump in, man, but
No, do your shit.
fucking,
Blow.
I was at the time Blow came out. I was reading this book, Killing Pablo, all about Pablo
Oh
Escobar.
fuck yeah.
Fucking my whole life I've been infatuated with Pablo Escobar.
Me too.
Like just his whole story.
Exactly.
If you want a fucking great read, Killing Pablo. So when Blow came out, that's all I gave a fuck about was Pablo Escobar was in it.
His
It was like brief, but I was
Right.
like, oh, they're fucking representing Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
disappointed how little they kind of put him in the film. I was hoping he would have been in there
Damn.
more. But I always said, man, why don't they fucking make a movie about Pablo Escobar? Because his shit is crazy, like beyond fucking life. Like you can't even believe the shit he got away with. We could have a whole podcast just on Pablo Escobar. Believe me
Oh,
on
dude,
that.
I'm down.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Right? You know?
I'm with it.
But then they finally did. They came out with a TV series where they
Mhm.
included
Yeah,
Pablo
Narcos.
Escobar.
I loved it. I
Yeah,
loved it, man.
yeah. What was it called?
Narcos.
What's
Oh,
that?
Narcos. It was
Narcos. Yeah, Narcos. So season 1 of Narcos is all about the Pablo Escobar story,
Mhm.
even though they left
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
shit out, but it did cover a great deal of it. And I was so happy about that, man, because I was like, oh shit, you mean we get to sit that back and watch his whole story and get to see it reenacted?
fucking
But
awesome.
anyway, yeah, but when Blow came out, that was my hype on it. You know what I mean?
So
And I'm gonna go ahead and speculate that Scarface might be a little higher up on your list. I'm just gonna speculate on that one. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
yeah, so Blow, bro, like Blow, just man, that movie I watched it over and over. Fucking Johnny Depp is the fucking man in that shit, bro. He plays that shit good. You know what I mean?
Fucking hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's,
Fucking Pee Wee Herman was in that.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Bro, Derek
Pee
for
Wee
real.
Herman was in that
Derek, for real.
motherfucker.
Derek fucking for real. Remember?
Derek fucking for real, bro. That was the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was a
And
good
what's her name? What's the girl's name?
Um,
God damn, what's the name, Manny?
What? Who?
What's the girl's name?
the chick. The
Oh, the
actress,
girl's name? Oh, fucking.
Penelope
Penelope Cruz. Penelope Cruz.
Cruz.
Penelope Cruz.
There we go.
Oh yeah, married Tom Cruise for a minute.
Yup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So man, I'm telling you that whole
What? That's where the cruise came from?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was married to Tom Cruise for like,
It
like
was
5
Cruz,
years.
not Cruz.
no, no. She changed it for a while, I bet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That story is the shit. George Jung's the shit. You know what I mean?
It's well written and you feel it well.
I'm not saying that I like that happens to people or nothing, but I like that they showed like when he was a kid and then he's like, fuck that, I don't want to be broke. Then he starts doing his shit, then he gets caught. You know what I mean? Then he goes back up and you see him up here. Then all of a sudden you see him down here, bro. Loses everything, dude. Homies, daughter,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then
It
in the
always,
end,
it like how his dad never fucking respected it at all.
yeah. And how
Look,
he
I-
lost
But
that.
his dad respected him, but he
Uh-huh.
didn't respect what he was doing. And then his mom fucking narked on his ass.
Oh yeah, the
Straight
mom.
snitched on that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking
She done
shit.
called 5-0 and was like, hey, come get this dude out my house.
Mhm.
Oh,
Now,
man.
all I'm gonna say though is I was a little upset about that movie only because all right, they're focusing on this guy who because he's an American, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
and probably because he's white, honestly, you know, they really focused in on his story. He was a small fry to the whole
Oh, yeah,
Pablo
bro.
Escobar empire.
Oh,
And,
fuck
and
yeah.
to me, I was like, why wouldn't they focus on Pablo Escobar's story, which is way more fascinating, right? But I
Yeah.
get it, you know what I mean? Like they just, you know, they wanted to, it would probably do better at the box office, you know, the story that they tried to focus on because it's an American and all that. But I was just saying, like that was I remember even back then when it came out, I'm like, what the fuck, man? They're chumping Pablo Escobar for the this story,
Yeah.
but a great film, and I get it. It
Yeah,
was a great film. Yeah.
All right, man. There you go. Well, I'm gonna hand it off to Manny to give us his number.
All right,
9.
check
Hey,
it out.
number
Here we
nueve.
go. This is my number 9. Now this is where they call me the Big Bear, bro. This is where they call me the Big Bear. The reason being, my number 9 is called The Vow. And if you ain't never seen that, it's a love story. It's got Channing Tatum in it, and it's got the lead chick from Wedding Crashers. You know the one that he's trying to get with, and he ends up getting with at the end.
Drew Barrymore. Talking about Drew Barrymore.
I think that's her name.
What's her hair color?
Her hair color is brown. She's the brunette.
Oh,
Sandra Bullock?
Oh.
No, bro, in Wedding Crashers.
The Wedding Crash. Oh no, forget it. I was thinking about the Wedding Singer. Oh, sorry.
I
know who you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
Is it Bo Rap's lady or what?
Right now. But I mean, long story short, man, it's about they were married for a while, for a long time, and then she got in a car accident and got like amnesia, like permanent amnesia. And so she can only remember like half of her life. And it's the half before him. So he's trying everything he can to try to, like prove that they loved each other and this and that, whatever. Right. And she's remembering, the last thing she remembers is she was seeing this other dude. You know what I'm saying? And her pops and the family was tight. Well,
that's fucked up.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's some stuff that happened that comes out halfway during the movie, and you're like, oh shit. You're like, damn, this is some bullshit. And anyways, man, one of the most powerful lines in this movie is, like I said, she starts talking to her ex-man, and he's trying to get back in the picture and this and that, whatever. And Channing Tatum is doing his best to prove that he loves her. And, he's going through all this bullshit with the family and everything like that, man. And Channing Tatum looks at her at this party, and he says, how do you look at somebody you love and tell them, I can't remember if he says, how do you look at somebody you love and you can tell them that it's not enough? And he walks away. I was like, that's some deep ass shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not quoting it word for word. I can't remember exactly how it goes. But like I says, man, the filming, the writing, and everything is fucking top par, man. It's sort of like a drama comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'll be honest, it's a love story. You know what I'm saying? If I'm by myself and I got to watch a bunch of movies, I want to see some love shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a big softie.
This is your number 9.
This is my number 9.
I'm writing that shit down. Number 9.
Yeah.
So that's
I've never seen it.
Man, I got
9 is
crickets.
strong.
There's crickets over here.
9 is strong.
But it's I'm looking it up right now. It's Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams is in that?
Yeah,
she's dope.
She's
The Notebook,
she's mad,
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Oh, those just gonna bring
mad,
to Manny. Like, you're gonna tell me that movie's better than The Notebook, bro?
Yeah, Manny.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, no way.
It's better than The Notebook.
To me, it is.
It's better than The Notebook.
To me, it is, bro.
I'm writing that shit down right now.
You lost me on Channing Tatum too, whatever his name is.
I mean,
man.
don't get me wrong. I know fucking.
I don't think I could give a top 10 to any movie he's in, man. I'll be shocked.
Me either, brother. Except for this movie, man. That movie, man. He had me. What do you think?
I'm gonna watch it, Manny. I'm gonna throw it down.
I'm gonna watch it, man. But man, that movie was never on my radar. I never even heard of it.
Yeah,
I probably dismissed it because it was Channing Tatum. Probably, honestly, I probably just dismissed it because of that.
And once again, I don't hate on movies for what they are, man. I watch a movie.
Yeah,
I got plenty of romantic comedies in my top 100. I don't think any of them made it. Knight's Tale, you could actually call a romantic comedy.
I call that a romantic comedy.
Yeah, it's not. it's not the full, it's not the pure focus of the movie though, but it's in there. You know?
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah.
Yup. What are your thoughts, Ash?
On what, the movie?
Yeah.
I never watched it.
Pass. Pass on commenting and watching the movie.
I know, man.
We're gonna give it a pass all the way around.
Oh, Manny.
Rolling.
I bet you it's fresh. Dude, I'm into shit like that. You know what I mean?
All right, man.
All right, go ahead.
All right. With that being
You know
said-
what? You know what, Manny? I gotta say something about this. I almost don't want to watch it because if I watch that shit, it don't fucking add up, man. I'm gonna be so heated. Somehow that beats out the Godfather. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Like Godfather better be on your list. If it's not, that movie's better than the fucking Godfather. That's all I'm saying. You know how many great films there are, and The Vow just scoop slams them all.
Dude, honestly, man, like
that's like that.
Wait.
Jaws, like that's better than fucking Jaws. The Vow, like that's what you'd rather watch. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's fire.
Hey, man.
I'm just throwing
telling
out
you,
like,
man. I
like,
just,
man.
Manny
just-
wants
I
it at
just
his
had
island.
to-
Oh, yo.
I just, if it's
Manny,
something
you
I
stand by your number 9, all right? You stand
I
and represent the
stand by
Vow.
my number 9, bro. I
All
stand
right,
by my
all
number
right.
9.
Get it
Wow.
tattooed.
I'm gonna be fucking
Wow.
heated. Is all I'm saying.
You
I
take
almost
the
don't
Vow,
wanna watch
Manny.
it.
Don't let him bring you down.
Well,
right,
maybe he's got the Godfather in his top
All
other
right.
whatever.
With that being said, I'm passing it to KFT.
All right, so this is my number 9. Once again, fair warning, I am a comic book nerd. These movies speak to me like no other. My number 9 is one comic book movie that like changed a lot of shit for me when I first saw it. It's one of those movies, and this is like I'm talking VHS days. This isn't even the new shit, right? But
Okay.
it's part 2 of one. But when I saw part 2, I could not stop watching this fucking movie, and that's Blade 2.
Oh, right, good.
Oh,
Blade-
fuck yeah!
Blade
Yes.
2,
Yeah.
the visuals, the
Fuck
fighting,
yeah!
fucking Wesley
Yes.
Snipes in that shit.
Yeah.
All
Right.
the actors
Hey,
in it, the characters, Donnie Yen,
10 out of 10.
Perlman.
10.
Bro,
Yeah, right there.
Remember that one where he's like they drain him out and he lands in the fucking blood pool, whatever the,
The
fuck
blood
that is.
pool? Yeah.
And he gets up and he's fucking them fools up and he stomps the helmet and you see the blood spray. Then he
Yeah.
picks
Fuck
the fool
yeah.
up for the fucking man.
Suplex.
Yeah, hell yeah. And he lets the blood
Yeah.
rush to his head. He's
Yeah.
there for a minute. Boom.
Yeah.
Like to me, the way the Reavers, the way that their mouths open and shit,
Yeah.
Fuck
I
yeah.
mean, was that Nomak? I think that was his name, right? Nomak?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nomak. I think Blade 2 is one of the fucking top level movies ever fucking made. Music too. Music. That's the one that had
Yeah,
Carol in it, right?
Right, man,
Norman
you're
Reedus.
right.
That's the
Yeah.
one. that Norman Reedus, right?
Yeah.
So,
And plus
was
they
that-
had that squad. They had that squad that
With
was
Donnie
Yeah.
Yen,
He put the thing on the back of his
on
head,
the back of his
stuck
head.
it in there, and he's got the every time
Yeah, he's
every
got
time
that
a guy
shit.
acts up,
Oh,
he
yeah.
pulls it out again. He's like, "You want to
Yeah,
talk
hell
shit?"
yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
I'm about to pop your fucking head. You want to talk shit now?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
damn.
Oh,
That
that,
part-
movie's great.
so you didn't like 1 or 3?
Oh, I
Oh,
love
they're all
one.
fucking great.
They're all
What
great.
is
I
your
love
favorite?
one, but two's better. Two's the best. And then I'll tell you.
Yeah, but you could have just put the Blade trilogy. Remember?
Yeah,
We
but-
talked about that.
Yeah, but Blade 1 didn't hit me the way that Blade 2 did.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I'm not
Okay,
saying
I'll
it
give you
sucks. I
five.
fucking love it. But
Yeah,
Blade
yeah,
2 hit
yeah.
me on another level because when I watch comic book movies, I want to see the action. I want to see
Yeah.
the character do comic book shit. You know what I mean? That's what I
Yeah.
want. Like, remember when he's got those UV bombs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he drops that shit. I don't know, man. I every time I finish watching Blade 2, I want to fucking dress up, throw the lokes on, and get a fucking stick and just sit there and
Shave your
fucking,
head,
you know what I
put
mean?
the fake hair on there.
Do like a design or whatever. And man, Wesley Snipes on that, man. It's
Yeah.
He kills
Killing
it.
it.
He kills it, man.
Killing
He's the ultimate badass, one versus many. You know what I mean?
Hell
Some
yeah.
of the best lines, some of the best action scenes ever fucking filmed. That was the role he was meant to play. You know what I mean?
Yes.
exactly.
Nobody else
You're right.
could carry it like he did. And it's again one of those movies. All the Blades, I can watch that shit over and over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Never get
I
tired of it.
got them.
If it just randomly comes on, like you're flipping through channels and it's there, you stop immediately and just watch it from that point on. You know, what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
That is
I got
great
the
film.
I got the Blade figure, the only one they made that actually looks like Wesley Snipes. They made some other ones that kind of look, but I got the one that actually looks like him. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter who comes over, they look at it and they're like, "How much you want for that one?" And I'm like, "Hell,
Right.
I'm not selling that shit. Everybody wants it. Everybody picks it up and says, "Holy shit, bro, this is dope. How much?" And I'm like,
Part
"Ah,
two,
bro."
I might be getting them confused, but part two is the one where he comes into the club and it's raining blood. They got the fire
Yeah.
extinguisher. The
That's-
fire suppression system is just spreading blood out because the whole club is
I think that's
vampires.
one.
Are you
I think
sure?
Is
that's
that one?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
that's part one where they're at the rave.
Yeah, they're at that
Yeah.
rave,
Shut
walking
up,
through,
They're
he's
at that
talking
rave
with
and
the
they're-
girl.
All that shit is fire, man. Like,
But you know
all
what?
of
That's
it.
how you know they're all good. That you mix
Yeah.
them all into one like that, you know?
Right.
That's how
Yeah.
you know, like, this
100%.
shit is fucking dope. But yeah, man, the music, the cars, the fighting, man, I'm telling you, that Blade 2, I don't know what the fuck. And I remember renting it from a video shop on VCR. You know what I mean? And just the second it was done, hit rewind. You know what I mean? Hit rewind.
Yeah,
And
dude.
hit rewind. Then we
Yeah.
took it
Oh,
back
yeah.
and re-rented it, brought it back, just rewatched the shit out of it.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
That
that's
was
my
good.
number motherfucking 9, Blade 2.
Shit, good shit. Blade 2 is the shit, man, for sure.
And then it
That's
over.
awesome.
Jump steady.
Oh shit, it's my turn already? All right.
Fine.
This next film, 1979,
Oh shit.
definitely one of the greatest films, considered one of the greatest films of all time. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola.
All
I'm
right.
saying his
Yeah.
name right. Talking about Apocalypse Now,
Oh,
Yeah.
Vietnam
right.
War film.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, that had the famous line in there. I love the smell of napalm in the morning and all that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like,
Shit.
to me, like this film, when I seen it, it just seems so fucking real. It had a deep impact on me. I'm talking the first time I watched this film, it just blew me away. The realism, the intensity, you know, and it's ultimately about people losing their sanity and their sanity unraveling in this like completely stressful situation about being in a war and just trying to survive and trying to get by. And the premise of it is so awesome. So the main character who's is basically on a mission to assassinate an officer that's went insane, you know, and basically has like stirring up a bunch of the local population to like revolt under his insane regime, if you will. And so they send in an assassin to take him out. And so he's like searching for him, like going through the Vietnam war zone, trying to find out where he is and trying to get close enough to take him out. You know what I mean? And it's such a dope premise. So it's not just a straight like war film where the opposing sides, you know, it's this guy trying to navigate through this hostile environment, overcoming many obstacles and many adversities to finally find his target. And then the deep conversation that they have, the main guy played by uh, uh, the guy that played in The Godfather,
Brando?
Brando.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Marlon Brando, played by him, and the deep conversation that they have, you know, about the rights and wrongs. It's just so intense, that final scene. Anyway, Apocalypse Now, I feel like, is a treasure in film. And I feel like if you've never watched it, man, just sit down like at night, lights off, no distractions, and just really, because you get lost in that film. Like it takes you away. And the main actor, Martin Sheen,
There you go.
there's a scene in there where he's in the like the movie opens where he's laying in his bed. It's such a cool transition. He's looking up at the ceiling, and you see his the the fan of the ceiling going,
Yeah.
and that and he's like looking at that, and all of a sudden he sees the helicopter blades whirling, and then
Yep.
it's going back to that. Anyway, he gets up and he starts punching this mirror in the room, and his hands all bloody. That was straight up real. Like that wasn't a prop mirror, that was a real mirror.
Oh,
He was
Oh,
just
shit.
improv in the scene. He started socking it, and when he started bleeding, they kept it rolling. You know, he wanted to use that real shit. You know what I mean? But he totally dedicated himself into this character. And one of the cool scenes, I just want, I know I talk too much, but there's one cool scene. I just remember, like he comes into this trench, and there's all these American soldiers in this trench, and across the river, the Vietnamese are over there, and they're shouting stuff, and shots are ringing off, and all that. And he's like trying to, Martin Sheen's character is trying to figure out who's in charge, and he's like, "You in charge?" And everybody's looking at him all spaced out. No, man. And this one guy's like, "Aren't you in charge?" You know what I mean? It's just like chaos. You know what I mean? They're just in the trenches. There's no fucking, they don't even know who's in charge or what the fuck's going on. They're just trying to fucking get through the night. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
man, that
My-
movie
my-
is epic.
My favorite thing about like movies like that one, especially that one, is the way they make you feel when you're watching them. Like that shit feels real. Like
Oh yeah.
it puts you there 100%. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it also coined the phrase "terminate with extreme prejudice," because that's
Yeah.
that's one of the famous lines in the film. And when they're giving Martin Sheen his mission, they're like, "Yeah, we want you to kill him." And he's like, "Kill him?" And he's, "Yeah." And he looks at him. He's like, "Yeah, we want you to terminate him with extreme prejudice." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
take that
Oh,
motherfucker
yeah.
out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's really fucking cool, man.
I think that's
Never get out the boat. I don't know if you remember that line. Never get out the boat. Never get out the boat, man. Fuck, never get out the boat.
I'm
You know what I mean?
yeah. I'm about to
So now
rewatch
check
that
it out. Check it out, Jump. Is that the original one? Or because I know they had like I think it was called like Redupes or something like that. And they like
Apocalypse
I don't
Now?
know if they added some scenes or something like that with it. I just know it starts with the R. I believe it's REDUX.
Yeah, no, the original film. Like what happens is they try to milk shit. They made the film how it was meant to be made, right? And then they're like, oh, 20 minutes or 10 minutes of additional footage. Well, that was all that filler shit they took out for a reason. Now they're just trying to get double paid on the film, I always like watching the films as it was meant to be seen.
Yeah.
The original version, the way
So the
they
OG.
edited it down. The OG version, that's the film that as it was meant to be. So that's the
Okay.
one I would watch, the
Yeah.
OG version.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, man. That's where they did Russian roulette, right? They were sitting around the
You're talking
table.
about
and
when
they
you
were
were,
doing
you're talking about
Russian
the no, I think you're talking about another film right there. Because
okay.
that was Rambo 3, Manny.
yeah. But anyway, Robert Duvall was in that film, and he's I was when I was looking back at this list in my top 100, it occurred to me, I was like, man, Robert Duvall fucking killed it. He's in so many great films, like he really did as an actor. He fucking kills it. All right, anyway, that's it. Apocalypse Now.
All right, good
Cool,
shit,
man. That was nice with it.
Number 9.
No, I need to rewatch that shit. I'm gonna rewatch that. I haven't
But
watched
you know what's better than that though? You know what's better than that? The Vow, man. You know what I mean? The Vow, Sneak Slams, Apocalypse, fuck all that shit, man. The Vow. So you got a choice.
You never know though,
You
bro.
got a choice.
Don't
Make sure you watch The Vow.
I'll tell you what, fucking Wesley Snipes ain't got shit on Channing Tatum.
Come on. Man, no mama's
fucked up,
way.
Hey, Manny, I told you to stand up for the Vow.
all right. Let's do this shit. All right, here we go, man. My turn. Number 9. In honor of number 9, dude, I actually put the shirt on because it kind of looks like it, dude. You know what I mean? Number 9 is.
Hold on. I gotta say, I'm sorry, man. I gotta point this out.
Go for it.
So I'm looking. I had to look up on Rotten Tomatoes. The Vow got 31%.
I didn't think that was what you were gonna say.
Oh
You know what
my
I mean?
God.
If it would have been Manny, though, that shit would have been 100%.
Oh my God.
If it would have been all Manny's, that would have been 100%.
Yo,
Rotten Tomatoes, they
we're gonna
gave
get
that one
back
a
when we watch the Vow.
They gave that one a 31%. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you can't, man. Rob Potatoes be fucking up sometimes, man.
You can't go off of that. I agree. I'm just saying that's pretty fucking low. That's pretty fucking low.
Yeah,
Oh,
God damn it, man.
Who directed it?
See, no, I'm not gonna live this one down. This is recorded. It's going down in the
No.
internet books.
Yo, we're gonna come back, and that episode's gonna be called The Vow. And that's
The
after
Vow.
we all
The vow, bro.
We should all look. We could all watch it live, right? And get
Hey,
a
we
live
should.
reaction.
We should try that. Shit. Yeah, we should try that shit and just sit there and watch it with Manny. That'd be
Oh
cool.
shit!
Cool.
No, then
Yeah,
I'll be crying and shit, bro. Don't be fucking. I'll be getting all emotional and shit.
All right.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna speak anymore. I
No,
just
no,
said
you're good, man. You're good. Leave the vow alone, bro. Fuck it up.
I'm fucking moving it. I'm moving it to number one. Shit.
Yeah, I know.
I got your back.
Got your back. That's why he's talking shit.
Can I get a do-over? Can I get a mulligan?
No, hell no.
I'm glad you
That's
said it.
number 9.
Hey,
Yeah.
stand by it, man. Stand by it. Top 10, The Vow.
All right, here we go.
All right.
My number 9. Like I said, I actually wore the shirt in honor of number 9, which is great fucking movie, I think. Action, you know what I mean? Fighting Lionheart, Van Damme.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying that. I don't know if you guys watched that one.
Lionheart?
Yeah. Bro,
Which one was
Van
that about?
Damme.
remember
You,
when
never you guys never seen Lionheart?
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Rob, yeah, you're talking about yeah, I know what you're talking about. Damn, that was
Van
like
Damme?
yeah, Claude
dude.
Van Damme. Yeah. I watched that a long time ago. I know what you're talking about.
When they
movie
burn
that-
his brother alive and he
Yeah.
leaves the. It's not the army. What do they call it?
the Legionnaire
The Legionnaire. He leaves the
Oh,
Legionnaires.
yeah,
He
yeah,
ends
yeah.
up in New York, and then he starts fighting for money.
in the street.
Yeah.
That
Bro,
is great.
Really?
What?
Re-
Hold on,
Really?
don't bring up the vow. You don't have to do that right now. Let me hear what he
No,
said.
bro, I'm not gonna bring up the vow, but I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Lionheart beat out fucking Bloodsport, bro.
No, look, Manny, I was gonna throw in Bloodsport, but I thought about it and I was like, I'm just throwing Bloodsport because how big Bloodsport is, right? But I think Lionheart affected, like, you know, it hit me harder because the fighting style. I don't know what it was, man. Like, it's
So you cried when his brother got burnt?
no, they sold them,
Oh.
shit, bro. No, it's-
I cried when they wouldn't take his money, bro. When the family wouldn't take the money.
bro. Remember at the end when the black dude bets against him?
Yeah.
That shit's fresh, man. His own homeboy.
His own homeboy was like, "You're fucked against this guy. I'm
But-
sorry, but I'm betting against you so we can win." And he ends up whooping his ass.
Yeah, dude, that's a movie. And then the
Yeah.
fight scene in the fucking pool, bro. I love that shit.
Oh yeah, I think that's where RVD got his idea from.
Yeah, oh, that's what I was saying too. But yeah.
You know what? I was watching a Kevin Smith show and they had this girl, they were interviewing this girl. She's an actress, and I guess she does the voice for the little girl on and Last of Us for the video game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And everyone kept talking about how it's weird how everyone can connect her to something, right? Everyone like if you watch movies, you can connect her to something that you grew up with. And I was like, I ain't connecting her to shit. And I kept watching the interview, and then I went, holy fuck, she's the little girl from Lionheart.
Yeah.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. So that shit was crazy though, right? I was like, God damn, you could connect her like everyone can connect her to something.
Yeah.
Another thing about that movie though, like even when I just see the poster or something of the movie, I don't know why I'm like, God damn, that's fucking fresh. You know, it's just there in the city in the back and shit.
That's
I mean,
definitely one of my top favorites.
Yeah,
Lionheart.
fuck
Yeah,
man.
that was in his heyday too, like when he was
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah,
flossing
yeah,
so
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
hard on the screen.
That's where he
Yeah,
was just
bro.
busting them out. He was
Yeah.
busting them out left and right
Yeah.
around
Right.
that time.
Nah, man.
I'm not, you know, I got that. I wrote that down because I'm gonna definitely peep that out again. Like I probably,
that shit.
I vaguely remembered it. I watched it when it first came out, and I don't
Oh,
think I ever
fuck no.
seen it again. I'm
Oh,
gonna watch it
check it
again.
out.
though.
It's
I'm
definitely
gonna
it's
do it.
definitely top level, top 5 Van Damme movies, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely.
But fuck
Yeah.
yeah, Manny. Redeem yourself.
All right. Here we go.
You better come with some
Number
fire on number 8.
I don't know if he can,
Hold
man.
on.
8. Oh,
Don't
Oh,
lie,
They
man.
better not all
I'm
be
coming.
Oh,
Tandem
I'm
Tatum
coming.
movies.
you better have not changed them, Manny.
Yeah,
Bro.
Manny, don't change them.
All I gotta do and say this trilogy. Well, I don't know why they call it a trilogy, but I don't know what you would call it. But this version, the carry offs to this movie are fucking phenomenal. And then the crossover that happens and this and that. But all I got to do is say, get to the chopper. You know what I'm saying? Fucking
yeah,
Predator,
bro.
bro. That whole
Fuck yeah.
fucking series. With the exception of number 2. I like Danny Glover, but number 2 sucked ass. But everything else after that was fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? But Predator 1 set the tone, bro. Predator 1 set the tone. Arnie did his fucking thing, bro.
No.
The Predator's a 10 out of 10. The first
Yes, it
one.
is. Yes, it is.
The other ones are good. They're okay. But that first
Yeah.
one, that is a classic
That
fucking
you-
banger. Like you can watch that over and over and never get tired of it.
you know how good that movie is that the Predator isn't even really in it till the end, and you can
Yeah.
get shit less.
Yeah, you don't even see them. Yeah, you
You
don't
know,
even see
yeah,
'em.
you don't even see them. You know what I mean? And even when you rewatch, first time you watch it, you're like, "What the fuck is this thing? What is it?"
Yeah.
Right? So the reveal at the end makes it so much better that he's that the Predator. What are they called? Yushas. That's the name of the
Oh,
race.
shit. All right.
Yusha.
Okay.
When they finally show him, you're like, dude, this thing is fucking dope. Look at that fucking helmet. You know what I mean? He's got the dreads. He's that motherfucking tall. And then he takes it off, and he's got the mandibles and all that. But even when you rewatch it now, you can give a shit less that the Predator is not even that much in it, because that
Exactly.
movie just, man, that movie's dope, man. That's
And
one
then
of
and then you had Arnold Schwarzenegger going from, he did the Terminator movies, and he's following it up with the Predator movie. Like you're like, he had the Matrix back then. Like he was the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just forget about it. You know what I'm saying?
we even
And
got
you-
Apollo Creed in that bitch, right?
Yeah, you could throw in
Yup.
Commando. You could throw in Commando. I remember when that came out. I was like
Fucking
thinking of
Raw
that too.
Deal. Raw
Yeah.
Deal was fucking fire.
Yeah.
And not only that, like the Predator, from what year did that movie come out? 80 what?
I didn't write
Shit.
down the years. I'm
It's
sorry, bro.
89, dude.
I think it's 89, right? No,
Yeah.
it's later than that, isn't it?
87?
I think it's
No,
87.
it was later than 89. I want to say like maybe 86, maybe.
Well, check this out. The Predator hasn't changed.
Right, exactly.
They haven't changed him. He
Yeah.
still looks how he does in Predator 1, and it holds up like a mother. You know what I mean?
It came out in 87 because it's on my
87?
top 100. Yeah, it's on my
Okay.
top 100 list. It came out
Yeah,
in 87.
and they still haven't changed him. They have not changed the look of a Predator. I mean, they made new ones, right? And either way, though, you could throw out the Predator exactly like what he looked like on 1, and that shit works till this day. You know,
Yeah.
definitely 10 out of 10. Music, actors, everything, man. The gore, the fighting, everything in that movie is dope. With the mud,
Fuck yeah.
that's everything. I know that movie line by line. Like, no joke.
Fucking it had
Whoa.
fucking Jesse Ventura in it, bro.
That's
Yeah.
It had the body in it. You know what I'm saying? I still remember watching wrestling and them promoting it with WWF, and fucking they kept showing him in with the fucking Gatling gun.
Right, right.
Yeah, he had the minigun, man. That shit was chopping down fucking
Hell
jungles.
yeah.
It was like
Yeah,
chopping
I
down
forgot
trees
about
and
that.
shit.
Yes, he did.
And that's like a vehicle mounted weapon, right? That was so dope. He's carrying it around.
He's carrying it
Shit.
around and shit.
Man, come
That-
on. That shit was awesome.
Yeah, that scene where he
That's a great
loses it
idea.
and just lets him go. And it
Yeah.
just oh man. Man.
It's
Dude,
just
real
whirling.
shit.
They gave me fucking chills, man. When they just start off fucking shooting and shit,
Right.
and then they reloaded.
Yeah,
I
that's
just want to know how you go from the Vow to the Predator. That's what's confusing the fuck out of me right now.
Look, brother, I can't explain this brain that I have.
Ah,
just
yeah.
I'm just saying. I had to
Alright.
have a little love in the list. I had to have a
Alright.
little love in the list, bro.
I think he
Alright,
went back and he's like, I
I-
need something vicious now, and he changed it.
I came back with
went
that
good
bang.
with
Yeah,
Predator.
you did. You definitely did, man. You definitely did.
All right. So check it out. With that one, I'm handing it off to KFT.
Right.
Oh, all right. Number 8 has an actor that is one of my top favorite actors of all fucking time. To me, he's one of the only dudes that actually came through to replace certain actors of that era, and it's gonna be The Legend by Jet Li.
Fuck yeah.
And
bro.
that's,
Yeah.
that's the one with Fong Sayuk when he plays Fong Sayuk.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got that dope
Yeah.
ass fucking what do they call that
I
haircut?
saw that in the movie theater actually.
Yeah,
Damn, what the
when they
fuck?
has when he
the
has that
ponytail?
fucking, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
Jet Li, like the Jet Li we first got, which was Lethal Weapon, was like the shit, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
When we all jumped back and started like getting off of Jet Li's old shit, he got better. Like you're just like, bro, this dude is the shit, right? And I think honestly, out of all of them, that Fong Sayuk character is the one that took me, and that's the one. And I love Jet Li; he's my favorite out of all that. And I love
We'll
all
have
the
to
Jet
watch
Li
that
movies
one
like
again.
Fearless. I love that shit. I even like the ones that sucked, like The One. You know what I mean? I love Jet Li.
Yeah.
But
I thought the one was
Legend,
good.
Mhm.
come on, Manny.
Hey,
Man.
bro, I thought the one was good.
It's weird,
You know
man.
what I'm
What do
saying?
you know?
That one either.
What do you know about Donnie Yen? Though? What do you know about him?
Oh, I love
You
Donnie Yen.
watching his shit? Yeah, because he's
Love
like
Donnie.
he's straight fired too.
And
Oh,
he's
yeah,
he's in it. He actually fights him in the Legend too.
Okay.
With
Oh,
what is it
okay.
called? The Rose. God damn, I forgot the name of the thing that they're protecting. It's something the
Yeah, I remember Red Rose.
Red Rose.
Yeah.
And I remember when I saw Legend 1, like I fell in love with it, the fighting, the story, all that shit, right? There's even a funny ass scene where he's doing a race, right, on track, and you could see like his tail is straight up wired because it's like pointing this way, and it's supposed to be like an action.
He's
And
running
he's
so
like,
fast.
yeah, he's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, and he's running in circles, and his fucking shit's all sticking straight up, you know. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. That shit's dope. You know what I mean? And then I got the second one. I remember I showed up to the pad. Remember, Ash?
Fuck yeah, bro.
And I was like, bro, I got Legend 2. And he's like, there's a 2? And I was like, yeah. And I popped it in, and he fights Donnie Yen in it. And I was like, damn, he's throwing down with Donnie Yen. But if you look at, if you really haven't seen old school Jet Li shit, I think The Legend is where you start.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he's got other shit like Once Upon a Time in China. He's got a lot of shit, but The Legend is where I think Jet Li hit it. I think that's where he's like, all right, this is where I'm at. And if you don't believe it, look at his last film that came out in theaters, which was Fearless. You know,
Yeah.
I haven't seen Fearless, bro. Man,
My heart's gonna be broke if you don't have a Bruce Lee film on there higher than Jet Li, though. That's all I'm saying. Man, oh come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Hold up. That's the one honorable mention I didn't want to say. And, it's Return of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Return of the Dragon with Chuck Norris. That's
Yeah.
my favorite Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Fucking
That just squashed all beefs whenever anybody be like, oh, who would win, Chuck Norris or Bruce Lee? You're like, motherfucker, I got it right here on footage. You want to see?
Yeah, that's my favorite
Exactly.
movie. But yeah, I had a story. I used to work at this one spot, and I worked with this one dude who he was with this girl, and he had a little brother, and the little brother, you know, had issues. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to say that, but they always took him to the movies because they didn't know what to do, so they take him to movies, and they'd always ask him like, what you think of the movie, and he would just be like, you know what I mean? And then he said when they took him to watch Fearless, that for the first fucking time ever, right? They're like, "What'd you think of the movie?" And he was like, "That's a good movie." And I was like, "He did that shit, bro." And that was when Fearless came out, right? I was like, "Bro, that's how fucking dope that movie is. That's fucking fire." You know what I mean? But that shit's dope, man.
Bro, you can be real. It was you and Ash. That was you and Ash. You took Ash to the movies. He was like,
I love martial arts films. If you look at my collection of DVDs, like half of them are martial arts films.
Yep.
Yeah.
And again, like when I was saying, like when I'm cleaning my house and shit like that, I'll put on a fucking martial arts film, just have it playing in the background, doing some shit. I hear the fight scenes come on, I pop in there, look at it. Like I watch it through the whole way through, but I just have that shit on repeat. Like when I have people in my house or something, we're gaming or whatever we're doing, martial arts film in the background. I want to
yeah.
do some mentions real quick since we're freestyling it. All Bruce Lee films, number one, are my top martial arts films of all time. I got a fucking Bruce Lee mannequin. I could drag it over here right now and show you life size.
Oh, don't do that shit to me because I do want to see that.
Yeah, no, me too.
All right, I'll bring it over in a second. Another one that's a great film, The House of Flying Daggers, Drunken
Oh
Master,
yeah.
Yeah,
Drunken
fuck
Master
yeah.
2,
Yeah.
Ip Man 1 and 2, The Last Dragon, The 36 Chambers, Shaolin, and Chocolate. I don't know if you've ever seen Chocolate.
Oh man,
that's got some phenomenal.
that one, Chocolate.
Yeah.
I fucking fought my ass off to knock that off my 10.
Oh,
I love Chocolate. That is
Yes,
my
man.
fucking movie.
So
Like-
there's that fight scene when they're on the side of the apartment complex, like battling on the ledges and the balconies and shit. And then if you watch the end of that film, they show you the motherfuckers taking the bumps because
Yep.
you're like, you just see someone fall 3 stories, fall on their back, and you're
Yeah.
like, there's no fucking way they didn't get fucked up with that one.
Yep.
When you watch the end after the end credits, you see the motherfuckers going to the hospital, man. They're getting wrecked on that. You know what I mean?
There's,
It's like,
If I always said if there's like somebody who's upcoming and wanting to be a pro wrestler, like especially like lucha
Mhm.
libre style, you can watch
Yeah.
Chocolate and just watch her moves, watch the shit that she does, and you could take
Yeah.
all those and turn them into your wrestling set. It fucking worked 100%.
you're good, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was my number 8, Jet Li Legend.
Fuck yeah. Good shit.
Nice.
Pass it on to Jump Steady.
Give it over to
All
Jump.
right.
Talk hitters are shit.